Okay.
Hi, I'm Virginia Roberts, and I'm a Master Gardener trainee. I have been training in the desert area of the Riverside County, and this is part of my presentation due for graduation. Rochelle and I have collected numerous artifacts for repurposing and recycling. Um, and part of what I did was I collected Texas Mountain Laurel seeds. I first saw these seed pods growing on the beautiful Texas Mountain Laurel. I didn't know what they were. They're very hard shelled. They have a fuzzy coating. I don't know if you can hear the sound that it makes. It's like a rattle. It's wet. So I collected all of those seeds, and then part of scarifying is you soak it, and it turns black. When the seeds come in, they're like a pea pod, and they're all individually assigned their own coating. And after they have been soaking and turned this black, you can cut them open to get the seed out. The shell becomes very soft and pliable. Each seed comes with the hole already in it. I looked it up on the University of Texas. They have this on their website. And they say that you make a cutting to get this scar. But I didn't have to do that. It's already done. I've packaged them up in a resellable package, thinking that maybe the master gardeners can advertise this or collect donations for them at the Indio Fair. I had packaged them up and was going to hand them out to everybody in class. I used newspaper, and there's just one individual seed in each of these packages so that you could take it home and soak it in the pot that you decide that you want to grow it in. But I'll show you how I started my seeds. The book suggests, if you want to make a test, page 111, you start with paper towels and you lay your seeds out in a row on the paper towel like this, and you would roll that up. After rolling that up, I put it in a side of another of the empty paper towel holder. I stuck it in there, and I came out with this. The paper towel is in there, goes all the way through. So then when I water, I would water over my container and pour the water in. Drips out, stays right there. It's all compact. It's ready to go for the day. Okay, so from that, I would plant then, after it sits like that for about 10 to 20 days. I started out doing it for 15 days, and I didn't see any difference in 20 days. So I say 20 days is a good number to leave it in the tube. I then would put the seeds in the egg carton. There's 30 spots here for 30 seeds. I then cover it over with a good mixture of palm, cactus, and citrus because it's very light and airy, and it allows the seed to sprout vigorously. I then put it in this container, and what this does is it allows it to germinate. I have these started. This happens to be corn. This happens to be corn, but it just gives you the idea of what the seed propagation process looks like. I then got a piece of glass, and I covered up the seed bed, and then when they get to sprouting, I transplant into these 1-gallon pots. And I cut out the seed. These become very pliable because of the water. I cut it out, and then I'm able to stick that whole germinating seed into the pot. And I don't know if you could see or not, but it's sticking out right here. These happen to be pumpkin. And then at night I cover these over with some recycled plastic. This happens to be a golf cart safety plexiglass, and I just salvaged it out of the dumpster. And at night, see, I'm able to then cover these over and let them heat up, and the moisture accumulates on the condensation accumulates on the other side of the glass. And after they get done, when these reach, I don't know if you can see this bud here, but it's a third. There's two main leaves that come out of the seed of the pumpkin, and when the third leaf starts forming, I know that my roots have hit the bottom of this pot, and because the Texas laurels are so you have to be very gentle with them and careful, because their roots will grow faster than the portion on the top, because they're a desert. They take very little water in. They more water than a desert plant. They're mainly grown in the mountain areas where they would get a lot of moisture, but the book said, or the internet said 2 drops, indicating that it was a medium moisture plant. But after it hits that particular stage, I then would plant it in the ground where you want it to grow, and they grow 10 feet wide by 15 feet tall. And make sure that you plan out that area before you plant it, because you don't want to have to go out and trim it up and keep it Anaheim trimmed, like Disneyland. And that's it for this portion. Thank you.